Good evening, Sanmonani Dumelang. To our breakaway viewers, shout out. This is our tier 2 race. Apologies, race had to be shifted 30 minutes than the normal time. I think there was a few issues on the Zandvoort track. Hopefully, those have been cleared out. No, I'm just kidding. I think we're just accommodating as many tier 2 drivers as possible. Note, of course, there's load shedding. A couple will be joining us during the short quali. So let's go. Tagway joins us. Man, we haven't seen the whole season. Shout out to him. Obviously did announce beginning of the season that he's going to miss a couple of weeks with this busy schedule, but happy to see him back. And can't wait. So shout out to the tier 1 drivers there. I see Real Kaposo saying that's his favorite track. Tier 1 drivers have a tendency of scooping strategies here, so hopefully there'll be a lot of intel to pick from. Currently have 12 drivers on the grid, as earlier mentioned. A couple of more drivers are going to be joining us, ladies and gentlemen, during the short quali, and we hope to have 15 plus drivers. Let's break away live in Zandvoort, Netherlands. Let's go. As we are live with the current Tier 2 Championship leader, Smart Django, had an unfortunate race at Bahrain on Monday, where he lost connection. Finished P10. But of course, he's currently far ahead. Not as far as CK is in Tier 1, but really impressed by this gentleman. I think it's his debut season. Well, not really his debut season. His debut full season, rather, as he joined last season. Hey, that's not my name, Dinero. Hey, 86er. And actual fact, let's jump on board with 86er because he's gonna burn tonight for giving me that name. Where is he? Okay, he's still hiding in the pits. Let's jump back on board with the Django. A man normally known for pulling A1 shots pretty much during the short quali. Lately though, hasn't been the case. The tier 2 drivers have upped their game as King Rapture has joined the lobby. Man who won the last race in Bahrain is the King Rapture, and the man who's going to be fighting it for tier 1 spot. Predictions are that next season is going to be very tight. Not only from a tier 1 point of view, but tier 2 as well, as we've got the likes of Context, we've got the likes of Co Baby, we've got the likes of Wandy the Shades as well, putting in some time, and not forgetting Psychosi as well. So it's going to be very tight. FYI to everyone calling me Benson, my mother loved me very much not to give me any English name, and I must say I'm happy she did it. My name is Zotile Nduduzo Dalukolo Zamini. Never Benson, never any English names. My mom was too smart for all that nonsense. Anyway, as we go live with Smart Django, go in the last sector. Right curve, very tricky curve there. Some drivers tend to lose traction. He's going to be activating his DRS last straight. What time will he post? Will it be a competitive time? First time on board is a 125 by the Django. Jump on board with Salbi Songo. Oh wow, he's going out on his fast lap. Tindo says I will improve that by 2/10 teammates and move up front. Let's jump on board with Tangwe. Oh, welcome back, Tagway. Already a broken wing. Already a broken wing. Streezy on his out lap moving out of the way. Where is he moving out the way? It's Streezy. Is that the right spot? Ooh, okay. Well, out lap as well. Jonathan Lager. Last turn, representing Red Bull. Another man gunning for the promotion spots there in Tier 1. Last straight DRS activated. And he posts a 112.4, taking him into P2, basically being the Poloni in that William Sandwich, ladies and gentlemen. Nucci has moved into P4. Fancy! Not here for games. Recently promoted from Tier 3 into Tier 2. Has a very good start in terms of the 2 races. Another man who's had a good start, must mention, is this gentleman, Sanashir. 128, I'm assuming he's going to be sending it once again as at lap. Well, does not really prove much of his time. Why is he slow and why didn't he pit? Sanashir posts a 140.8, but has chosen not to pit. I wonder why. Is he out of fuel? Is he slow? Oh, interesting to see there as Streezy is now out on his fast lap. Let's have a look at this livery. Seems like a lot of F1 fans like the look of this car. Not sure if there's a better pink there. We can't even see properly with straw, sending the car all over the track control that caused Streezy. A man fighting relegation currently in the automatic relegation spots. I'm hoping to, improve very well. Ow, as he loses traction again. Streezy seems to be suffering. Let's jump aboard with the King Rapture. Man who won the last race representing Aston Martin. What will his time be? 118? Oh well. I'm assuming he'll be sending that again, or pretty much entering the pits, as that time will not be quick enough. Welcome to Short Quality, ladies and gentlemen. We are live from BrakeAway Tier 2. Twitch, man who started the season very well, and he's got the pace. Is it a case of probably struggling with the new make of a Formula 1 car? Because the last game, Twitch, was very quick. Struggling a bit this season. Representing Alfa Romeo on P12. He's sending it for his fast lap. We've got 12 minutes to go, ladies and gentlemen. Ample time for the track to warm up. Ample time for drivers to work on their strategies. And ample time to improve that time. Currently, Tindo leading it with a 112.3. Bit of traffic there for Twitch. Ladies and gentlemen, our Tier 3 race will be happening the same time. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Hashira slapped with a 5 grid penalty. I'm assuming noticing Twitch very late, moved late, causing Twitch to spin, and he has been slapped with the 5 grid penalty. And I understand that's a fair penalty. Of course, drivers are always warned to check their mirrors. Oh, Twitch is now struggling for grip. He needs to just relax and take that car home. Does not have to over-rev it, because I'm expecting another spin. So just take it easy into the pits. Let's up aboard with Cristiano Ronaldo, the man who decided to give me the name Benson. I don't know where he got that name from, but he's representing Ferrari. He's on his outlap. Well, I think his 86er probably might be one of the tallest men in the world. Going for his fast lap. I wonder how they managed to fit this gentleman into that Ferrari car. Takes it on the first apex turn, takes it nice and clean. Would have liked for him to take it on gear 4 just to get a much quicker, faster exit as cars move to the cross. Obviously avoiding that 5-second penalty that San Hashira has been slapped with. 86er Ferrari, purple first sector. Take it nice and easy. What will he do on the second sector? Hits that curve, goes up 8 wide there. Couple of tenths lost there. Will he be able to keep it tight? That devil has smashed that time from his teammate and takes those time to the 111s with the 111.7. Oh, almost 6 tenths faster than his teammate, but of course, key to note, the track is getting warmer. Track is getting faster. We can expect those times to improve. 86, of course, BrakeAway has joined. Lovely to see that. He has enough time to improve, well, rather to post a lap time, as we've got 8 minutes to go. 86 pulls a 113, a 113.6, taking him to P8 behind his teammate Spencer. We'll definitely want to improve that. I'm assuming he's giving it another go. Very difficult with the new game to go 2 laps straight, noting of course that your ERS is pretty much at its lowest. He might post the purple first sector, but he'll be struggling. And 3, BrakeAway has joined. Sana Shira, who's been slapped with the 5-grid penalty after that incident with Twitch, is on his out lap again, so he'll be hoping to at least be on the front row, at least, which will drop him a couple of rows back. He's on his out lap. King Streezy currently P9 with the 116, goes a bit wide. What is going on with Streezy, ladies and gentlemen? It's not happening for him lately. It's actually becoming sad now. I'm not even going to pick on him. I think it's going to be an unfair fight going forward. Salim's out to currently stealing in P6, also on his outlap. The neutral, let's jump on board with Tindo. He will be posting a 1:12.1, which solidifies his position in P2. So it's 1 and 2 for the Williams drivers. Jonathan Lager, 1:12.4 is in the pits. I'm assuming he'll be going once again as we jump on board with the Red Bull of Zandvoort onto that curb. These tier 2 drivers are not scared of these curbs. You see, in the Netherlands, if there's one thing I want to avoid, is that. I'm not sure if that's a good position for Brazil to avoid the Red Bull there. Because if it was another driver, some drivers actually go wide over there. Max has joined. Lovely to see that. There's still sufficient time. 6 minutes to go as some of the drivers are getting their lights back and they are jumping on board as fast as possible. DRS is activated for Sunny Zandvoort. Will definitely want to improve on that time of 1:13. So the Jago with the fastest time of a 1:11.7. Tier 2 has been competing with the Tier 1 drivers in terms of fast laps. So the fastest for today is a 1:11.7. What will tomorrow's time be? Sunny Zandvoort will be closing that with a 1:12.7, taking him up to P6. Jonathan Laga's teammate is in P3. Sana Shira is in P4. But remember, ladies and gentlemen, Shira has been slapped with a 5-second grid penalty, obviously having contact or causing a collision there with Twitch. Well, we hope Twitch will have enough time to pit and bring his car out and send it out again. Live, ladies and gentlemen. Apologies again, once again, for starting 30 minutes off of the time we normally start at. Just to accommodate this grid. I must say lately though, since there's been a tier 2 union, things have improved. Decisions have been made as a collective. Tabo T92 has joined as well. 17 drivers, ladies and gentlemen, in the grid. Lovely to see. Let's jump on board. Who's going up on the fast lap? Let's have a discussion here, right? I mean, we're all aware of the Tier 1 drivers that were relegated from Tier 1 and have moved into Tier 2. Currently, in Tier 2, that's the likes of this man, Tindo. The likes of the 86er and Sabi Songo. Are any of these drivers going to be making their way back into Tier 1? Just open up the floor for the debate there. For a debate, yeah. Are any of these drivers going to be making it back into Tier 1, ladies and gentlemen? Just to give you some color. Tier 2 standings as they stand. Django, of course, leads the standings on 168 points. Tabo T92 is P2 with 122. Mix is on 104. So, those 3 positions are automatic qualification. And then in P4, we've got Jonathan Lara, who's on his way for his fast lap. In P4, King Rapture is in P5, and Sabi Songo P6. So, remember, ladies and gentlemen, from P4 to P6, those are the playoffs positions. So, Salbi is currently finding himself in P6, and 86er a point behind him in P7. But the question remains, are any of these drivers who were previously in Tier 1 going to be making their way back into Tier 1? Or these Tier 2 gentlemen are not here for games as they stand? We are live, ladies and gentlemen. Jonathan Laga is sending it. Had a purple first sector, but that ERS is running low. So we'll see how things go. Brown Boy is saying if Tinder can be consistent and be air prone, I'm assuming that's less air prone, then yes. He might just make it. Well, there's a difference here between being faster and managing that pace during the race. So going to be key for Tinder to be able to manage that, as Brown Boy has pretty much put his money on him from the list of former Tier 1 drivers. King Streezy has crashed out with a lap time of 1:16.2, which is currently in P14. So 2 drivers have DNF. Welcome back to Tegwe, Tino Tegwe there. Tabo T92 is joined. Does he have enough time to post the time? Does he? Wow, he's on his out lap. Yes, he is. Spizo as well has joined. Oh, grid of 18. Only 2 drivers missing, ladies and gentlemen. Let's jump on board with Tabo T92. He's going on his first lap. Ooh, I think that gear change was a bit too early there from Tabo T92. Normally you want to turn the car fully there and send it. Seems to be perfect there. Tindo! He said, hey, teammate, I am the captain here. What the 111.6? Tindo? I said 111.6. We are live, ladies and gentlemen, as Jonathan Lager has retired. I think might have crashed out. Or, no, he has chosen to retire in the pits. I'm assuming he does not have sufficient time to post a lap time. But what will Tabo T92? This is literally his one shot as he goes second sector purple. Oh, gear changing by Tinder Tabo T92, ladies and gentlemen. Gear 5. You do not have to change to 6. Send it straight 6. ERS is on 24%. He's gonna activate his DRS and the Jaguar says no. Take a seat back, and Tabo T92 said, oh my goodness, look at the time between Tindo and Tabo T92. Literally 1,000 of a second, ladies and gentlemen, as that's about that. Sana Shira moves into P5, but noting 5 grid penalty will drop down to P10. Jump on forward 86er, the tallest man in the world, represented Ferrari. DRS is activated. A little bit of twitching there. I think this is where wheel drivers are at an advantage versus drivers that are on the DualShock / pad / joystick, whatever you might call it. But I mean, to call it a joystick, I had a debate with someone calling these things joysticks. As 86 makes his way back into the pit. Oh, the times are crazy, ladies and gentlemen. Let's just have a look And what was Sanele Mzansi post the 112.4, which puts him in P9. Crazy times, top 5 in the 111s. Jonathan Lager decides to retire in the pits. Happy with his time, I'm assuming. But I'm assuming that's your grid for the race. It's a Williams 1-2. It's a Williams 1-2 in the Netherlands. Spizel without a time. Oh, an unfortunate death for Spizel. I'm assuming he might have come out the pits a bit too late. Louis saying you can't get under the 130 as well. As things stand, you'd be P14 in front of KK. The tier 1 driver, ladies and gentlemen, saying that. No. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Spy without a time. As the neutral enters the pit, I'm assuming once he is in the pit, we are off, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to the 23 viewers watching. We are live with Tier 2 race, and we are in Zandvoort, in the Netherlands. As things stand, Streezy in the comments, I think, saying TV games are supposed to be fun. Well, you don't just raw dog it. Excuse the language, Streezy. You put in the practice. Jonathan Lager, I'm assuming is with you, probably 80% of his time, but he is sending it. What is wrong with you? Come on, Streezy. Django, P1. Tindo, P2. So Williams, 1 or 2. Tower T92. Representing Great Britain in 1, 2, and 3. King Rapture as well. Not a British car. Finds itself in P4. Sanashira, P5. Slapped with the 5-grid penalty, of course, with that incident with Twitch. Jonathan Lager, P6. 86, 7 Max. 8. Bra Manray. Former Bra. Who's usually in the comments as well. But let us go, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to Tier 2 turnout. It's been good lately. Weather looks tricky, but seems like we're gonna have a good race. Well, let us wait for the race start as I fix myself an orange drink. Let us go, Tier 2. If you just joined us, well, you've just missed a Williams Masterclass. Django, P1, and Tindo's in P2. Will it be team orders, or will all the drivers be sending it? Well, let us go. Sage in the Discord group saying, Tier 2 is lit! Those were very fast times by these gentlemen, so... we will have to see. No rain. BB, how was his dinner? I'm assuming she's having a chat there with Brown Boy. Well, we will have to see. What are the strategies? I think the strategies by these drivers will say a lot. If there's gonna be rain or not. Previous races in BrakeAway, there was a battle between Inati and Nebo Kuzwaya, these gentlemen currently in Tier 2, in Tier 1, sorry, where it was just immensely crazy as Tindo has spun out. Fortunately, it doesn't get DSQ, which will give him sufficient time to warm up those tires. Django finds himself a P1 and it has opted to start on the medium compound. Only 3 drivers on the hard compound. That is Tabo T92 and the King Rapture and the neutral. So, Mercedes going for the long game here as Tabo T92 is on the hard compound tire, and his teammate Mucho is also on the hard compound tire. Well, the likes of Jonathan Lara, the likes of 86 Meg, the Brahman Omen Ray has chosen to put a secret title to to get that bra. Good luck. These gentlemen will want to make I'm assuming a good start here versus the hard compound runners. Very difficult track to overtake, so starts are gonna be key. 36 laps to go, ladies and gentlemen. We're live in Zandvoort, and we are live with Tier 2. Well, let's jump on board with the drivers here to see if they're going to be parking their cars correctly. Remember, he gets shifted a couple of meters back from the starting point if you get disqualified. The Django, let's have a look. Parks his car nice and clean. Tendo obviously having spun out. Tabo, no issues. 86 Asana and Zant's already having issues. What does Tendo do? Parks it nice. Oh, gets DSQ. Streezy also gets DSQ. Let us go, ladies and gentlemen. Some action-packed racing. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lights. We will have a little delay. And we're going to be off, ladies and gentlemen. A good start there by the Django. Oh, Tendo is struggling and has fallen back. Manages to defend Megs, but Megs is on the outside. Doesn't manage to take that position. Tendo has lost 2 positions, but he'll be grateful for that position to at least just lose 2 positions, noting the start. Ladies and gentlemen, Fencer has made up 4 positions and he's putting the pressure on Jonathan Lager, who seems to be struggling a bit with the tire grip. Sanel and Zanzi and Twitch have been DSQ. Streezy finds herself in P16, I'm assuming, as they couldn't take control of their cars. Oh, that is so unfortunate. Sana Shira has dropped 5 places. Remember, this man had been given a 5 grip penalty, losing 5 places, and he just lost 5 more. Now he finds himself in P14 and has to fight his way back. He seems to have the faster, much quicker pace versus Tegwe. Tegwe there side by side. Sanashira says thank you very much. Tegwe goes a bit wide. It's action packed, ladies and gentlemen. Let's jump on board with the front runners. Django seems to be running away with this. King Raptor though, remember, ladies and gentlemen, this gentleman has decided to opt for the hard compound tire. So this is actually not bad for King Raptor and Tabo T92. Tendo, having had that dismal start, losing 2 places, will now hope to make those mediums work as we've got yellow flags. Streezy again has spun out. Currently finds himself with P16. Not even willing to go live with him as Tegwe has spun out as well. It's a battle of the spins there at the tail of the grid between Streezy and Tegwe, finding currently in P15 and 16 respectively. But Tendo is now putting the pressure on Tabo T92. Remember, hard compound tire, run longer but slower in the initial stages. So Tendo will need to make these positions work. CK in the comments is saying hard risky to run by. Noting of course safety car, etc. I think it would depend. Django posts a fastest lap. King Raptor says, no sir, I'll have that, thank you very much. And remember, this gentleman is running on the hard compound tire. King Raptor is out here for blood. I think it depends on this here. I think in terms of tier one, it is a risk, of course. It's always a risk to start with the tire that goes long. Note, of course, the start of the race, the initial laps when tire temps are still cold. Drivers are most likely to spin, but I think personally, I've gotten to a point where I think I trust the tier one drivers. I'm not saying no one can DNF, but in terms of cleanness, but of course, anyone can still DNF because of a mistake. But yeah, I think we've been seeing less and less safety cars from a tier one point of view. I don't know. Let me know what you think, ladies and gentlemen, in the comments section. You think it's risky to run the hard compound tire, or what? Let us go, ladies and gentlemen. It's lap 4 of 36. The Django leads. King Raptor finds himself in P2 Turbo. T92 is in P3. Mix is in P4. Jonathan Lara finds himself in P5. Fente is in P6, representing Ferrari, as his teammates is 6 positions behind. Salbi Sango finds himself in P7, and Tindo has dropped down to P8. What has happened to him? Wasn't he putting the pressure on Turbo T92? Was it a mistake by Tindo? Is his tire temps heated that much already? Going back to Brown Boy's points, he said if there was any former tier 1 driver in tier 2 to make his way back into tier 1, it was this man. But there was a disclaimer from BP, aka Brown Boys, that if he has to cut his mistakes, then that will be possible. Well, right now he hasn't cut any of those mistakes and has dropped down to P8. Man who had a good short quali with his teammates. But yeah. Waku, aka D-Wax. I think it's just when the track has walls. The other day there was 6. I'm assuming DNFs. And there's that too, D-Wax. Bra Menre finds himself in P9. That bra is working wonders for him as he's in the points position. Twitch has left the session. Oh, unfortunate DSQ there for Sanel Mzansi and Twitch. Might be a case of them not taking control of their cars in a time. Normally, if the car doesn't move on track, it gets DSQ after some time. Unfortunate there for the gentleman. As Crash would say, gentlemen need to sort out their networks. I'm assuming that might be one of the issues that might have happened there as the tires got disconnected. Lap 5 of 36. Ladies and gentlemen, Django sitting comfortably ahead, but with King Rapture in P2, not the hot compound tire, hey, he would definitely want that gap to open fast as possible. Crash and Keys are saying the Rapture is seemingly the fastest man on track. Well, as things stand, that is the case, but it's currently running in P2. Turbo T92 is falling a bit far back as now Max is closing in on him. As we look at the ERS, pretty healthy there from the Turbo T92, but he seems to be struggling a bit there on keeping the pace with the front 2 rhinos. Ooh, as he loses a bit of traction on that exit, manages to save his car. Miss Bono. Miss Bono's investment is not working there on Streezy, currently P14, but for as long as he does not give up, still a long way to go. 30 seconds behind the neutral. He's been chased by 86er. One wonders if 86er might have had an issue there, or was it a case of him thinking it's Cristiano Ronaldo in a Ferrari car? This man has as Streezy spins out again. Streezy is not even giving me a chance. He's not even giving me a chance to throw shots at 86er. Like he wants me to focus on him so bad. Streezy wants me to watch him so bad, ladies and gentlemen. Well then, I'll give you what you want. Let's watch you, Streezy. Oh my goodness. Oh. Let's go back to the 86er, ladies and gentlemen. This man has was slapped, as Zulungs would say, with the minus 2 points for not voting in time on Discord. And he always has these lame excuses of I was playing football, I'll be there in 2 minutes. Mind you, oh, the tallest man in BrakeAway has decided to pull a 360 and is under pressure from Streezy. Streezy's got it. Streezy, let us go. Well, at least I have something good to talk about with Streezy as he takes 86 and moves to P15. Let's jump back on board with the front runners, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my goodness, Tyson says the tallest man comes up short. Oh man. Well, so far so good for Django, but King Raptor's maintaining that gap nice and easy. Remember, for as long as this race goes, King Raptor will be gaining some ground there as the medium compound tire will start to lose a bit of grip. So Tabo T92 4 seconds behind the King Raptor. Mix, Jonathan Lager must be a lemon and herb thing, man. It's like shot and was cool, man. So spinner. I think he probably came us cool. He likes what's that game that Proposer likes playing of shooting people? It's COD, man. Yeah, he's scared to race here. In actual fact, who's the tallest between 86 and School, ladies and gentlemen? For those of you who knows those two men, I'd like to know. But I think 86 is the tallest man in the world, guys. Yes. Tallest man, but is running short, as Ty put it. We're on lap 9 of 36. We've got yellow flags, green flags. Again, it's race on as Fenze now is under pressure from Tindo. Tindo is getting the place there. Selby Song running nice and healthy. A bit far back, 2.7 seconds behind these gentlemen, but Tindo now making some ground. And as Brown Boy Crash and Keith is saying 86 ain't even beds, bro. How do they fit him in this car? How do they fit him in this car is my question. It's lap 9 of 36. Tindo is putting the pressure on the newly promoted to tier 2 driver Fencer, but Fencer is holding his own and is defending that position very well. That gap between Smart Django and the King Raptor is slowly going down. It's slowly going down. Is it a case of the hards now doing the court talking versus the medium compound tire? We will jump on board with those gentlemen shortly. Streezy now is in P14 and is making some ground. Let us go. Hey, Tyson's on the roll there. Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen. Love it for BrakeAway, love it for BrakeAway. Let's jump aboard with 86. Well, 86 is known for Mr. Time Trial, but can he time trial during the race? Currently, as things stand, he's in P9 and is chasing Selby. King Raptor has cut that gap to within half a second. Was it an error there? I'm assuming from the Django. as Crash put it, King Rapture is the fastest man on track. Remember, he started on the hard compound tire, and he's putting immense pressure on the Django. Is it a case of King Rapture coming to steal the throne from the Django? Because these past few races, King Rapture is not being playing small, eh? He's been working on his A game, and as things stand, as he has a bit of an oversteer there, but managed to hold the car and maintain the gap. Gap now with them two versus Double T92 is around about 5 seconds. Not as embarrassing as yesterday, of course, but hey, put them is put them, baba. Put them is put them. Sihle can lap us twice. Next, if I Sihle can lap me 3 times. If I finish P2, it's 18 points. You know. Let's go, lap 12 of 36, ladies and gentlemen. I think that might be a game glitch. So there's that. I think Django might have the straight line speed. As he opens that gap, was it a case of him managing his ERS? Well, really, King Rapture seems to be much healthier than Django's, but Django seems to be opening that gap again. When will the medium runners be pitting? Tegwe and Streezy have pit for the soft compound tire. I'm assuming it's a case of broken wings there. But we will jump back to that battle. Let's jump on board with the Spy as a couple of cars are spinning. I think it's oh, welcome back, Tegwe. Well, if you thought things would be easy, think again. Representing Haas is Tegwe Smart Django posts another fastest lap, and he has opened that gap back to 1.4 seconds. Jump on board with Spy representing Alpine. His teammates probably DJing somewhere on this here earth, and that's Bonga, who misses a race. But you know, Bonga is a man who races maybe once or twice, but normally gets spoiled. Hasn't had it easy though. During the course of the season, but if there's a driver who's not getting points now and can get points, it's that gentleman there. Well, his teammates will be getting 1 point for their team as they stand, and he's chasing down Sanashira, man who's who barely even raced many races for Tier 2, but has moved up a notch. Currently sitting in P9 in this race. It's currently P11 with 27 points. They are running in formation with Fencer, of course. The newly promoted Tier 3 drivers. Fencer in P12 with 25.2 points from Sanashira. Well, Fencer, speaking of them, would want to, as things stand, gain a couple of more positions. To gain more points. Do you think there's still enough time for these gentlemen to compete for the Tier 1 promotion? Let me know what you think in the comments section. As Nkuwaku, aka D-Wax, as Ty would put it, is saying that King Rapture is moving. King Rapture is impressive. Yep. Still with the DRS with the Django, but the Django's pushing those medium compound tires for as long as possible. Ooh, King Rapture's live. The gap is now within 8 tenths. I think it's time for the hard compound tire to do the talking. DRS will be activated and he will close that gap on the Django. It's lap 14, ladies and gentlemen. We just passed the halfway stage. Well, not yet. We'll be passing in this lap. What? Lap 18. Oh, man. Maluma, Mats. We still got 3 laps to go. before we hit the halfway mark. But of course, King Raptor on the hard compound tire is making that compound thing, and he is sending it. His ERS is healthy, much healthier than the Jangles. But Jangle is managing that lead pretty much. Must say, for a man who's not dependent on DRS. So, of course, it is expected. Oh! Well, guess what? The Raptor, smart, Spin City did crash there. He has spun. Oh my goodness. D-Wax has certainly jinxed this gentleman. Oh, and he was moving. So unfortunate. So unfortunate for King Rapture. Sabo T92 now has said thank you very much. I will take that position, but can King Rapture get this position back with a bit of a DRS? He's not using that ERS. So the Django says thank you very much. Now the gap between P1 and P2 is now 4.4 seconds. Situation, as fans are now is closing in on Don't Tolagala, aka Jonathan Lara, as these gentlemen are lapping Utegwe. Oh my goodness, that is so unfortunate for King Raptor. Let's jump back on board with it. Sana Shiro calls it, ladies and gentlemen. First driver on the medium compound tire to call it. Well, he's got 20 laps to play with that hard compound tire, and you'll be hoping it can warm up as soon as possible. Tendo put a couple of laps earlier, and has decided, you know what, I'm going to need this hard compound tire much warmer and much quicker as soon as possible. But of course, remember, it's a long game with the hard compound tire, so will it be a case of Tendo losing a bit of pace towards the end of the race? Well, we'll wait to see. King Rapture, Django has decided to pit as well. Takes the hard compound tire. Hard compound tires now sending it. Where will Django come out? This will be key, of course. Max as well has decided to pit. So, Django, clean air. Will definitely be sending it, and we'll be hoping to close that gap on the hard runners. Of course, the hard runners, the gap is 15.6 seconds. So not a very long pit when we talking runs worth, but of course, as things stand, he'll definitely come out in front when the front two runners pit. Let's jump on board with the Rapture. Man who spun out and now finds himself behind Tabo T92. Tabo T92 running P2 on the championship. And currently running P1 as we've got yellow flags. Who has spun out? Oh, it's the Nucho. Oh, it's the Mercedes of the Nucho which has spun out. Hopefully he didn't lose a wing. Streezy holding his own on the soft compound tire. I'm assuming he'll be pitting again. Is a Streezy 86er is in P15. Oh my goodness. I think it's a case of Ferrari not finding a suitable pit, a suitable fit rather, for 86er. I'm assuming he's missing his brakes and pedals down there, being the tallest man in the. Oh my goodness, 86er, what is going on? Seems to be struggling. Is it a case of high temps as Tabo T92 is about to lap 86er? Hey, who's the Benson now, 86er? Who's Benson now? Being lapped by Tabo T92. King Rapture is also about to do the same on the hard compound tire. The Django, the gap has opened now to 16 seconds. Remember Kuzayo there, all the way from London. You're saying 86 setup is cooking him. Correct. I think it's a case of setup just messing with him because we know 86 is a good driver. So when will these gentlemen pit, ladies and gentlemen? Remember, it's gonna be these guys that have gone for the former strategy of obviously starting with the hard compound tire. They seem to be opening the gap with the Django. And they'll be jumping on the medium compound tire. So for as long as the race goes and for as long as Django doesn't close this gap, it's advantage Turbo T92 and King Rapture. Jonathan Lager passing Spies in the pits. He's also pit for the hard compound tire. Fenter finds himself in P6 under pressure from this gentleman, Fabi Songo. He's saying Turbo T92 is moving, most definitely moving he is, and has opened the gap as the neutral retires. Will it be a safety car? Oh, he retired in the pits. Turbo T92 on the hard compound tire says, thank you very much. I will take the fastest lap. Let us go. Turbo T has said, I'm going to make these hard compound tires work. And is sending it. Has opened the gap of 1.4 seconds from the King Rapture, who unfortunately spun out as he was running in formation with the Django. The Django doesn't seem to have the answers to Turbo T92 as the gap is now 16.5 seconds and is not closing at all. The hard compound tire that this Mercedes is running is well cooked as things stand, and that gap continues to open almost 2 seconds with King Rapture. Turbo T is moving, as CK said. Not a good day in the office for the neutral, and he decided to retire in the pits. The gap is now 16.7 seconds from the leader. Turbo T is sending it. King Raptor has spun again. The gap is now 8.6 seconds. Is this the right time for him to pit? I think he might just have to pit. Yes, he calls it. He enters the pits. I think he's struggling a bit with that hard compound tire as he spins again. Medium compound tire for King Rapture. Django moves into P1. Turbo T has pit, and the gap between him and Django is 3.6 seconds. But remember, ladies and gentlemen, medium compound versus the hard compound. But if there's one gentleman who can defend no matter what the compound he's running, is this man, the Django. We will see what this man will have to say about that. Gap is now 1.5 seconds. Hey, let me put this into perspective, ladies and gentlemen. Django is leading Turbo T92 in the championship standings by 44 points. So, it's basically a battle for the championship as they stand. Max is currently in P4, currently sitting in P3 in the championship standings. Jonathan Lang, who's in P4 in the championship standings, finds himself in P5. Bit of ground to make for King Rapture as he has spun twice, and those spin will cost him dearly. Let's jump on board with Selby Song. Still struggling to overtake. No one. Versus Selby, almost causing a bit of havoc, not only for him but for Fence as he hits him from behind. But he is back. The gap is within 7 tenths, cutting it down to 6 tenths. Rears that car nice and early. He wants to obviously make that was hard. Ooh, that curb, Selby, that curb. Yeah. Gentlemen are not scared. Turbo T92 is closing the gap. Purple first sector for him. He's within 1 second now of Turbo T92. Lap 22 of 36. It's race on, ladies and gentlemen. Another purple sector for T92, ladies and gentlemen. Has cut that gap to within half a second. ERS is activated. Is he thinking of taking him in this race? Who has the better exit? Tabo T92 seems to have the better exit. He is sending it. DRS will be activated. ERS activated. Tabo T92 says fastest lap and says thank you very much. I will take that position from you. The Django. Tabo moves into the lead. King Rapture says, thank you very much, I'll take that from you. Tabo T92 will be kicking himself for those spins, but an extra point it is. Now, Django, all he has to do is just maintain that gap and make sure that he is within DRS. Remember, for as long as the race goes, the hard compound tire towards the end will do the talking, of course. It's the battle for the championship. It's the battle between P1 and P2. P1 in the championship currently sitting in P2, and P2 in the championship, which is Tabo T92, is in the lead. Tabo T92 will need to open that gap and make that medium compound do the talking, but for as long as this man is within DRS, it's going to be interesting towards the end of the race as we've got yellow flag. Jump on board again with Salby still struggling to overtake Fence. Fence is holding his own. I mean, these gentlemen have been within DRS for almost 3 laps now. As they are making easy meet there of 86er. Oh, Fence is lapping 86er. Yo. Fence is about to lap 86. Who's Benson now? Salby Songo with the DRS less than half a second behind, ladies and gentlemen. Yo, I'm not even gonna mention 86% anymore, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen. Jump on board with the Django as well. Seems to be maintaining that gap nice and easy. King Streezy has retired in the pits. So fair play for Streezy. He chose to retire in the pits. Oh, another retirement there for Streezy. He is not having a good time. Mundo saying Fence overlapping 86 is quite a tall order. Tabo T92 is now out of DRS with a gap of 1.1 seconds. Let us go. Lap 25 of 36 as Streezy leaves the session. Oh, I think Django might be carrying more straight line speed, so he suffers in sector 2, pretty much. Oh, let me jump on board with Tabo T92 and watch this guy's exits. Look at that. Look at that. 86 has retired in the pits. Oh, thank you very much, 86er. Better set your car up right next time. Unfortunately for the 86er, has chosen to retire in the pits. Gap now 1.6 seconds. Tabo T92 will need to open the gap. Oh, sexy, sexy. Melo will be proud in that silver arrow. It's yellow flags again. It's a spin out. Oh, I think it's a 86's Ferrari that is gonna vanish in sector 1. Gap still 1.4 seconds. The Django has drained his ERS, which is not good news for him. I'm assuming King Rapture has spun again as the gap is now 20 seconds. Oh, goodness. The Tabo T92 is holding his own. Oh, Salbi Songo finally has taken Fancy. Salvi Songo has managed to make it work, but whoa, this gentleman fight the back in this position. These two have been battling out for almost the whole race. Ferrari versus Aston Martin of Salvi Songo. Fancy might have something to say about that. Gap between the Django. Oh, a spin out. Oh, Brahman Ray. You know, Braz do not do this, Brahman Ray. Braz do not do that. I don't know of any bra who's done that. Who normally does that. But Man Ray has dropped down to P11 and enters the pits. Is it the name change curse? He's going on the soft compound tire, which will pretty much 8 laps. Nebokuzwa saying Man Ray time trial king. Let's go, Man Ray. KK P12. Tegwe being left by Aston Martin. That gap now between Tabo T92 and the Django is 2.5 seconds. With pretty much less than 8 laps to go, ladies and gentlemen. Can he hold his own? Can he beat the Django? With strategy, can he beat the Django? On track. Will he be calling an end to the Django's dominance? The gap is 2.5 seconds. Tabo T92 is holding his own, representing Mercedes. Yo, that cap, guys. Even touching it just gives me heart palpitations. How do you guys do it? The gap is now 2.8 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. Lap 29 of 36. Bit of work to be done there by the Django on the hard compound tire, of course. Yellow flags. For who? I think it might have been Don Alaga who spun out green flags, race on. No safety car, I must say. Shout out to the gents who just go into the pit and quit. That's the right way of doing it. Let's jump on board with Tindo, who definitely side by side. Is that the right spot to be side by side? Do these gentlemen trust each other? Tinder will say. GRS, of course, and Salbi Songo, who has spun out into the pit. Oh, so unfortunate for Salbi. Who will be going on the soft compounds. I'm assuming might have broken his wing. Let us see if there's a wing change. Yes, there is. Unfortunate for Salbi Songo, who was holding his own, battling Fancy there. But he will jump on the soft compound tire and has got a bit of ground to make. Spizo, representing Alpine, is running P9 Tindo. P8 Sana Shira now. And finds himself in P7. Had a dreadful start, dreadful incident with Twitch. Fencer now finds himself in P6, comfortable. Jonathan Laga, a man who's been, well, not having the best of race. We know this man is a quick, struggling a bit in Zandvoort. So we'll see how things go. Lap 30 of 36, ladies and gentlemen. That gap between T92 and the Django keeps opening up, but the Django cuts it by 2/10 on that turn. Shout out to the 29 viewers are watching us alive. We are live on BrakeAway. Things are happening, ladies and gentlemen. When will the hard compound tire do the talking? I think Django needs to save a bit of that battery. He needs to save a bit of that battery to give him a chance. Let's jump on board with Tabo T92. His battery is much healthier than his as a Spicer collects a 3-second penalty. Is it late for Django? Those are the questions, D-Rex. Is it late? Well, he needs to just save that battery and make use of it in the last 3 laps. So, meaning he must not utilize it, but this man is not letting him sleep. For as long as he's not utilizing it, that gap is increasing. Oh, Tabo T92, let us go. Yes, yes. Aye, wenzani manje. Let us not jinx him. The gap is 3.5 seconds. Was it a mistake as well from the Django? Might be the case, as there was a mistake there from Tabo T92, but the gap didn't really close that much. Lap 32 of 36. 4 laps to go, ladies and gentlemen. Get change mkhulu. Get change mshanami. Hey, there's nothing as gorgeous as that, man. Ay, 10-9-2. That makes me cheers, ladies and gentlemen. .6 seconds is the lead from the Django. 5 seconds. Oh, is it a case of Django giving in that position? 6.1 seconds. Oh no, it's Django out of fuel. Why is he this slow? The gap is opening so quickly. What's happening with the Django? With 3 laps to go. Is he maintaining the lead from King Rapture now? And I said, thank you, Tabo T92. You can take that win. As you can see from his telemetry, his petrol light is red. Meaning he has to now save petrol as Selby Songo unlaps himself. Will King Rapture have enough time to close the gap? No! This petrol light is also red. Hey, take it nice and easy. Let's jump on board with the leader. Comfortable. Fancy enters the pits. It's a broken wing. Gives him an opportunity to shoot for the fastest lap. Will he be able to get it? We'll have to wait and see. Lap 34 of 36. Ladies and gentlemen, what a drive by this gentleman representing Mercedes. Taking it nice and easy now, noticing the gap. No risk. It does not have to risk anything at all. Jump on board with the Django as well, just to see what's happening. That car is running so slow. Bet on a safety car. No safety car is gonna happen now. Lap 34, 36, no safety car is coming out. Oh, I'm assuming what Stelos means is that they were probably betting on a safety car to come out, hence the underfueling. Oh, okay, fair point, fair point, fair point. Does King Raptor have enough time to close the gap? Lap 35 of 36. He'll have to send it though. Tabo T92 sitting comfortable. In P1, let's jump back on board with the Django. The gap between the Django and King Raptor is dropping fast, but King Raptor is also wearing off his fuel. The gap is now 22 seconds. The gap between King Raptor and Django is now 10 seconds. Oh, look at that. He's not even revving it as much. The gap, King Raptor and Django, is 7.9 seconds. What is going on? It's lap 35 of 36, 6 seconds. 5, 4. Oh my goodness. Has Django shot himself on the foot? Django hasn't disconnected. He is live. King Raptor is saying thank you very much. I will be taking P3. Django's out of fuel. What has Django done to himself? The red light is flashing for King Raptor as well. Red light is flashing for Django. Where is Mix? Where is Mix? How far is Max, ladies and gentlemen? He's also cutting that gap. Can he get P2? Or P3 for that matter? The gap is now 9.1. 8, 7, 6. I'm counting down. The Django decides to send it now. He can't send it for long though. Tabo T92, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry, I missed that. Takes the race win, but let's go back to the drama. The Django's decided to send it towards the end of the race. Let's jump on board with the Raptor. Will his car slow down? Drama towards the end of the race, ladies and gentlemen. King Raptor is slowly taking the car home. King Raptor, out of nowhere, once again, will take P2. The car slows down. Can he cross the line? Can he cross the line? Yes, he can. The Django manages to stay in the podium position. Max will take P4. Don Tolagala will finish P5. Tendo, P6, Sana Shira, also out of fuel. Where is Pi? Where is Pi? Oh, 3-second penalty will kill him as Sana Shira gets that position back. What a race, ladies and gentlemen. Factor for today, under fueling does not help as Django loses P2. Oh, can we have these gentlemen in the commentary? Cause wow, what a race. What a race, drama-filled, ladies and gentlemen. Some of us were confused what was going on, but we realized that, of course, under fueling does not help. We are joined by the man who finished in P3, that is the Django. King Raptor takes P2 with the fastest lap, and Tabo T92, what an amazing race for him, wins the race. Let's start off with the Django. P3 managed to hold it down at the end of that race. but it seemed you were struggling with 3 laps to go. Take us through the race.
Mic check. Can you hear me?
Mic check. Got you.
Yeah, that was a very nice race. Qualifying, I started actually on the wrong side of the pace because I couldn't find pace. That's why I had to go quickly again to do my second lap. And then we managed to do qualifying. That's on school.
Yeah.
Going into the race, I did a wrong strategy call because I thought I was gonna catch Tabo or Rapture. Yeah, whoever's behind me was gonna pass me on the mediums because of tire drag. But Tabo flied through past me because I think he had more straight line speed.
Yeah.
And then the last 3 laps or 4 laps of the race, I was fuel managing because I think something happened with my fuel. I was not going to be able to finish the race. So I had to sacrifice the position in order for me to actually finish the race. But yeah.
Shout out, good race. That is the Django. Saying nice race. Bad strategy calls by him. But managed to hold it down, finish P3. King Rapture. White check. Hey, if there's a driver that's out here with who's come back with a bang, that must be you. Fast lap P2. Take us through that race, sir.
Yeah, I mean, well, shout out to Tabo. You know, he made a great race, managed it well, and yeah, well done for him. And yeah, I think with qualifying it was fine, but I validated my second lap, so I couldn't really challenge for pole. So that kind of made me have to have a good start, in which I did. It was a great start. I was keeping up with Django and then made a mistake, but then was still in the race. Like 6-7 laps, when I checked my tires, I see I'm under fuel by like 0.8 laps. So from then it was just fuel management for like 10 laps. And then Django realized too late that he has the same problem. And then, you know, yeah, I passed him and got the second place in the fastest lap. So yeah, I'm quite happy about that.
100% King Rapture. Good race for him. Took advantage of the wrong strategy calls by Django and finishes P2. Tabo T92. Ah, what a race that was. Take us through your race, sir.
Yeah, can you hear me? Mic check.
Yep, mic check. Got you.
Yeah, no, man. I think today was a confidence thing, right? Turning right at the end of qualifying, the nerves. It took a while to settle down. Luckily, I still managed to qualify P3 with 1 lap. I think if I had more time, I could have pushed for that pole. But yeah, in the race, yeah, I think again it was a confidence thing, man. Like this track, if you're not pushing it and not feeling confident, you're gonna be slow. So as I was going through the laps, the confidence started building, the pace started coming out, the pace I knew that I had, and yeah, the strategy call also worked wonderfully.
100% our T92. The pace was there. Managed the race 2/10 of the fast lap as well, ladies and gentlemen. What a race from our tier 2 drivers. Entertaining as hell. Join us again as Monday as we move to the next racetrack. Shortly, we'll be starting the tier 3 lobby. Join us then. Thanks and good night for now.